Please be seated as we invite your inner child forward for a special time together. Well, there's something to be said for tradition, right? But there are people here who have never seen this before. You know, later today we're going to see the beginning of a sporting event, and it begins with a football headed flying through the air. Okay, so let's see how this one does. All right. Did you see it move? Did you see it move? Well, maybe if we just were firm with it and commanded it to move, it would. Okay, so on the count of 3, let's yell, move. Ready? 1, 2, 3, move! That didn't do it either. Maybe if we talked nice to it and tried to convince it to fly down the aisle, okay? So think of something nice to say about the football. You got something? All right, let's say nice things to the football and encourage it. Come on, you can do it. You can do it better than anybody else has ever done it because you're good looking and you're friendly and everybody likes you. Who's a good football? Did you see it move? No. What does it take to get the football to move? Oh, it takes a force outside the football, maybe like my foot. So now, you think if I connect it with my foot, the ball will go down there to Don Rice, who's been down there waiting to catch the ball? Do you think it would? Yeah. Well, unless I shanked it or something, but yeah, I can get it that far. And so that's the same thing with us as far as getting to heaven. We can't get there by ourselves. We can't get there if people encourage us and command us to go to heaven, or even trying to convince us to believe and go to heaven. It takes a force outside of us to rise and float to heaven, and that force is the Holy Spirit that comes through word and sacrament, especially in baptism. So it's God who gives us the power connected to Jesus' death and resurrection, his power over death, that lifts us, that gives us a swift kick all the way to heaven. Isn't that kind of neat? So this afternoon, right when it comes time for the kickoff, you turn to the person next to you and you say, you know, this kickoff reminds me of my baptism. And they'll say, and then you say, I'll tell you at halftime. And then you can explain to them about how we've been lifted up by the power of the Holy Spirit in baptism connected to the death and resurrection of Jesus. And it gets us right through those righteous uprights of heaven. Thank you for listening. As you return to your seats, we'll continue with the singing of the message hymn.